Chapter 18, History Repeats, 1968. The Black Panther Party and the Black Power movement ramped up and spread out. Angela Davis joined the movement. Even Dr. King, who at times expressed assimilationist thoughts, was drawn to it. He began to focus on getting the government to pass laws that would provide jobs and better housing for poor Black people set back by centuries of racism. Ideas that were similar to some of the goals of the Black Panther Party. White rage and fear also ramped up, and the old strategy of using stories to spread racist messages continued, this time with a new movie called Planet of the Apes. Here's the basic plot. 1. White astronauts land on a planet after a 2,000-year journey. 2. Apes enslave them. 3. Turns out they're not on a faraway planet at all. They're on Earth. Let's pause. Remember that stories, even fictional ones, stick, and racist ideas can get tangled up inside of us, and how animals can be used to represent race, to stereotype, like comparing Black people to monkeys and apes? Are you putting this all together? Unpause. Tarzan put the racist idea of white people needing to conquer Africa and Africans on the big screen. Planet of the Apes put the racist fear of the, quote, dark world rising against the white conqueror on the big screen. Planet of the Apes was a blockbuster. Like Tarzan and The Birth of a Nation, it became part of popular culture. It encouraged white people to be afraid and to arm themselves, and was a warning to Black people to, quote, stay in their place. The American government helped to spread this message, expressing the need to, quote, protect citizens, white citizens, against the Black Panther Party. The words the government used to label the Black Panther Party were militant, radical, dangerous. The rallying cry, Black Power, was portrayed as a racist phrase. Then tragedy struck again. Again. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. Again, the collective hearts and spirits of Black people were broken. But it wasn't just the nation that grieved. Dr. King was the leader of one of the largest movements for equality and humanity that the world had ever seen. He'd won the Nobel Peace Prize for his courageous nonviolent leadership. He was a global inspiration. The whole world wept. Dr. King's death inspired a rally like none other, and Black Power grew into the largest American anti-racist movement ever. Say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud. In 1968, the song Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud by James Brown became an anthem that inspired Black people to reclaim Black pride. Dark skin and black hair were proudly embraced as beautiful. African clothing was popular. There was a demand for Black studies at colleges and in K-12 schools. Anti-racists of all racial and ethnic backgrounds joined the movement. The Black Power movement was powerful, but not perfect. Men ran it. Women were pushed to the back. But Black women have always risen. Black women like Fannie Lou Hamer, a community and women's rights activist who fought fiercely for civil rights, voting rights, and greater economic opportunities for Black people. Diane Nash, a founding member of SNCC who led sit-ins at lunch counters and organized freedom rides across the South. And Angela Davis, an activist, educator, and influential advocate for political and social change. Even when pushed to the back, Black women have led the resistance. As the movement continued to grow, women found new ways and new groups to lead.